Hey everybody, I think it's been a while since I put an Arty replay up, so here is a match in the FV304. Ended up on Himmelsdorf, not really a popular map for Arty, but in the 304 you can really make it work. You just have to know where to position and where to shoot towards. Because the 304 is a really high arc, you can actually sit on the hill ramp in the zero line and just fire up the hill, and have a pretty good chance of messing people up as they try and fight on the corner in F0. It's encounter, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit up here and fire up the hill. This works in both game modes on this map. I say both because I don't play Assault. I don't even know if there is an Assault game mode for Himmelsdorf. I don't think so. But if there is, I'm sure you guys will be able to tell me anyway. So I just pre-aim here, where tanks often cross with their sides turned. Of course, if you hit someone in their side with this, they're going to have a bad day. Nothing's spotted yet because our stuff going up the hill is all fairly slow. It just hasn't got to the top of the hill yet. And so I shift my aim right in time actually for the SG-100 to get lit, right under my reticle. How convenient. He thinks he's in cover, he's not. The FV304 frankly does not give a shit about your Arty cover, and is able to hit him over it. Unfortunately, of course, that hit either his front armor or his gun barrel, didn't do a whole lot. That did though, comparatively speaking. Of course, if you don't get a full pen, the FV304's damage is kinda weedy, but it adds up very quickly because of its high rate of fire and its accuracy. It's also a bit psychological. If you can just permanently beat the shit out of someone with a 304, even if you're only doing 50 or 100 damage a pop, they get sick of it. It's really frustrating to be focused on playing FV. Probably the worst Arty in the game to get focused by, just because of how quickly it fires. Quite often it'll have you permatracked. Even if it's not doing damage, you won't be able to move, you won't be able to do anything. It's a real pain, and I hate fighting them for that reason. Unfortunately, the IS doesn't back into my shot like I thought he would. But that's okay, because he seems to also think that he is in Arty cover. Not so. Now, I would like to beat on those guys behind the castle, but unfortunately they are well and truly in cover. Can't shoot over that. So I just continue working down these guys. Every now and then I get a shot back into the proto just to keep him on his toes, and because with his open turret, if I land a good hit, it will fuck him up. Great shot! We appear to be winning the hill. Down in the city itself, our IS has made his way up Heavy Alley without any real opposition, and the rest of our tanks are kind of bolted up in the southwest corner. They look like they are actually having a bit of trouble though. So the sooner we can get the hill sorted, the better off we will be. We're actually losing tanks at a much faster rate than the enemy team now, because the guys down in the southwest just got hemmed in, and the guys on hill kind of lost their hit points. We did end up winning the fight, but just the attrition of hit points was too much and tanks went down. It tends to happen in drawn out engagements. We're now more or less even for numbers though. Well, the enemy have a little bit of an advantage, but not too bad. I move off the ramp, looking for shots on the guys down here who are threatening our IS-2. Unfortunately, that one goes long. I try and get the Bulldog here, but again, it's long. It's difficult to hit a light tank when he's moving that quickly. And you're going to have to forgive the jitteriness of this replay. It was fine up until about this point, and then it just started freezing constantly. So I'm really sorry about that, but there's nothing I can really do about it. The last few tanks on our team make a concerted push for the cap through the enemy spawn. Now, because that bulldog was last seen heading towards the hill, I decided to take off. However, he's actually come up heavy alley instead.
Permission to engage.
My hasty shotgun misses, and here I thought I was for it. But luckily, the bulldog takes forever to actually aim his shot.
Is damaged. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
And gets shotgunned like a bitch. My FV304 is fueled by tears. And so, seeing the opportunity, I whiz down heavy alley myself in the opposite direction, back towards our own spawn, hoping to come up behind the Hellcat and the Chaffee, who are over by the cap. Now, at this point, I was just really hoping my last few teammates could hold out a little longer, and maybe work down the IS-3, which they do. Looks like they're also on top of the VK, which makes my life a lot easier. Meanwhile, I'm looking to get reset on cap. And there's the capper, it's the Chaffee.
Ready to fire.
Again, hasty shotgun misses. I really should have taken my time with it. I sit in cover while I wait for my teammates to distract the Chaffee. I can't afford to push him while he's pre-aimed. The IS pushes into cap. Still waiting, and now's my chance. The Chaffee's distracted, he's low on hit points. Boom.
Enemy armor destroyed.
He's very low on hit points now. With only the Hellcat left, I decide I'm going to try and kill him as well. I was actually on a mission, and I've been having trouble getting it, and I ended up getting it this match. I think it was to kill, what was it, kill 2 enemy vehicles of the same tier or higher.
Ready to fire.
Well, I definitely did that. Come around the corner, we both miss, but
Gotcha.
where we're going, we don't need guns to kill. And so ends probably one of the more amusing FE304 games I've had, where I ended up doing more damage through shotgunning, I think, than most players I've seen doing this thing normally. The 304 is still very, very good at shotgunning. It has been nerfed, but it's still excellent at just putting big shells into people's faces. Being a small, relatively difficult to hit target, being very fast and having a rapid fire gun means that even if you miss your first shot, you can just duck and weave and try not to get hit and then come up for a point blank jousting shot. It's like an arty version of the ELC basically, where the most effective strategy is sometimes to just charge headlong at somebody and fire at the last second before swerving away. You've just got to factor in the fact that the FV304 doesn't turn so well, especially now after the nerf, so you need to make your turn a little earlier than the ELC or you're going to crash into them and kill yourself. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. The 304 is still a lot of fun to play despite the nerf, but it's obviously not quite as broken as it was before. Really the only arty piece that I well and truly enjoy playing, although I do sometimes enjoy others, this is just magical. I wish you the best of luck in the field, and I'll see you on the next one.